Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. BB 26 might be over, but the BB postseason has just gotten started. So please allow me to offer you another fun edit where I stalk and watch all the Instagram lives and social media of the BB 26 house guests so that you don't have to. So sit back, relax. Hopefully you're wearing something comfy. Smash that like and let's get started.
Did you hear the house guest say you talk too much about yourself? I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. People are actually joining this thing. What?
You should have one. You know, God's plan. It's okay.
I didn't think of myself as a villain, but apparently some of the haters think I am.
I will say this wholeheartedly. I will not be following everyone on Instagram. Nope.
That's how.
At least.
That's how mess starts. That you will not be following Angela.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm aware of that.
My social media girl probably already did.
Oh hell no!
Honestly, from my experience is, you know what? Hate me or support me either way. If you're leaving comments, then that just works for me, I guess. So go for it. I don't care.
Is Angela going on Real Housewives? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Can you comment on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City rumors?
No, I have not been reached out to, and I highly doubt it.
Would you have voted for MJ over Cam?
Yes.
Someone said you're the reason BB26 did not flop.
Woo! Yay! I think there's a lot of great people in that house, though.
Who do you miss most from the house?
Leah.
That's that easy?
It's that easy, Leah.
This is my Angela impression.
Lexi, CJ, Chuck, Levi, Elise, I love you. House guests, I want to be here.
No, the I want to be here kills me. She loves that. She's so cute when she points the finger to the ground. I want to be here. I knew Mackenzie was going to love it.
Leah loved me, and I don't even care. Like, I don't care what anyone says. She's genuine, 100%. Like, I love her to death. I love her to death.
Would you take Leah to the F2 if you had the opportunity?
Absolutely.
Will you be watching the season for yourself?
The season that we were in? Mm-hmm. The season that I was in? Oh, yeah, I'll watch it. I just haven't had a lot of opportunity just yet, but I can't wait to watch it back. I think it'll be weird to watch it back, but I'm looking forward to it. Right now, I've just been home, like, with my family and my grandbabies.
Any plans for future reality TV shows? None right now. I'm taking a little break. We'll see if anybody... Mackenzie for the challenge. Put me on the challenge. Give me it. I mean, you see this? I'm ready.
Would I do any other TV shows? Heck yeah, I would. In a heartbeat. It just depends on what it would be. Would you go on Traitors? In a heartbeat. Yes, I would go on Traitors.
By order of the traitors, you have been murdered. Sign the traitors.
The Amazing Race?
Only if I was going with Leah.
Yes, I would love to see that. Is Survivor up next?
I'd do that too in a heartbeat. Let's face it, Jeff is easy on the eyes. I would go.
Sweat, baby, sex is a Texas drought. Me and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about. So put your hands down my pants.
Like, I kept worrying that I was going to be perceived as the crybaby of the season. And obviously, yes, I had, shed a lot of tears in that house.
I hope it's a double eviction so I can just go home.
What do you miss most about BB? Honestly, we were out to dinner tonight with my family, and I said, it's so weird that I actually miss being in the house. I miss their faces. I miss our camaraderie. I miss all of it. I miss everything that had to do when things were good and I hadn't shot myself in the foot or something. Like, I really do. I miss being in that house.
Joseph's in the chat. He said,
hi, Joseph. I love you, Joseph.
There's jizz all over the toilet seat.
Joseph is the coolest dude. Honestly, he just had the best sense of humor and all the wisecracks that he had, and just overall his energy. Joseph is an icon. He was so much fun in the house.
Shower sud in the house. Oh my gosh, guys, my shower sud is here. Nobody even knows what that is, I don't think. Unless you're maybe a live stream watcher. But shower sud was my fake final two. He definitely would have voted me out. It was Joseph. But it was still a funny bond that we will have forever. Joseph and MJ for the Amazing Race. Absolutely. Joseph, come on. Can you drive stick shift, Joseph? Because I can't.
Can Joseph drive stick shift? Haha, he could drive his own stick shift.
When I was in the Matrix, they gave me a tent to use the restroom in.
Oh,
but
got you.
It had been like 45 days, you know what I'm saying, since I had like...
But if you can, let's do it.
I've seen every season of the show, and it's genuinely impressive how bad you are at this game.
I love when you came out of the porta potty at Janky's World. Oh, I have to tell you.
Jankie, Jankie, you love me. Jankie, Jankie, let's party.
So initially they had us coming out from, Leah and I, coming out from behind the stage in Janky's World, and she popped her head out first and she was like, hey everybody, and then I popped my head out a second and I said, it's time for the veto ceremony. But then from there I looked across and I saw those porta potties, and there aren't any other doors out there, and I thought, hey, a veto ceremony, you need to open a door and announce it. And I was like, hey, can we come out of the porta potty doors? And then there was silence for a minute. And then it was like, yeah, let's try it. What was the funniest moment in the house? Ooh, there are a lot of funny moments in the house. I have to think, funniest moment in the house. I love when Cam would come down the stairs and he took on this persona of this singer, and I thought that was great. I really loved the little bits that he would do.
I got a pig and she's pretty cute, but I don't want her, so my friends how she do.
And I loved the bits that Quinn would do. He had me laughing, especially when he was going around with his little stick and his little bag and acting like kind of like a homeless guy, looking for votes. Any votes welcome to stay in the house. I thought that was great. He had a lot of good comedic humor. Who were my kids' favorite besides you?
Leah!
You guys love talking about me eating my boogers. And guess what?
Is that even a question?
And Tucker.
And Cam and...
I'm so glad I wasn't there.
Sticking fingers in people's faces, damn it.
Okay, this is
inappropriate.
Oh my gosh, just kill me.
A lot of people.
Cedric. Joseph.
So many.
Yeah.
Oh, do you miss being in the house?
Do top three?
Top three?
Okay, top three. You too, CJ.
Okay, not in any order because Leah number one, Tucker, Cedric. Is that a good one? CJ, you want to go?
Who did you like? Come over here.
Leah.
Woo! Like, check.
Cam and Joseph.
Woo!
Okay. I like those guys. I like those too.
How do you feel about Quinn lying about you exposing power when you never did? Well, in that house, you never know what's going on. You have literally paranoia 24/7. So you think everybody is out to get you. Even if you feel you're in a good position, you still feel like everybody is out to get you.
I really, the rest of my time here, I really just want to have fun with you guys. Except for you. Don't talk to me.
So do I feel any kind of way about it? No, it was a game. We played it. We all played it hard. And at the end of the day, it just was paranoia in that house.
I'm losing my mind, Mackenzie. Yeah.
Any moves or decisions that you regretted? Nope. Not a one.
Cool.
Did being in the top 3 AFP surprise you? Yeah, a bit. It surprised me quite a bit. I was, when I was in the jury house with Quinn, he was like, oh, you and Tucker totally have this. Like, one of you are going to get it. I was in complete denial. I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. I don't think so. I'm pretty humbled by this whole experience. I didn't really feel like I would have a title like that, even being in the top 3. And I'm still a wild and crazy mom. And I usually am the main character in the room wherever I am. And that was kind of a little bit hard for me being in Big Brother house because everybody chosen is a main character when they enter a room. Everybody was that awesome.
Remember the good times that we had. Remember the love and the food and the life.
And so it was hard to kind of see how I would fit, but somehow I made it week after week. I kept surviving. Hardest comp, the wall. The wall's the hardest comp. I dropped first.
If you stayed after double eviction, would you have aligned with Chemo and Rubina?
Yes.
Joseph said Angela is a reality TV legend.
Oh, Joseph's a reality TV legend.
For real.
Do any of your kids want to be on BB? I don't know. CJ, would you do Big Brother? Well, you just say it out loud because nobody can hear you. Come over here and say yes, you would.
Personally, I don't know. That was a lot of exposing and just, I feel like that'd be so nerve-wracking. Did you ever forget about the cameras?
Yes, all the time. I did not think that my family would watch the live feeds, and I'm not a live feeder, which I will be now for life. Now seeing kind of what that looks like, what my kids said that is. So I didn't really appreciate the fact that my family could see me all the time. I was always so worried and really wanted to know that they could see me. What is that happening? Why is there a filter on there?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I don't want a filter.
Hold on.
I want to look like myself.
What made you go on BB? The Lord felt him calling me there.
Oh my God!
What is Dad's thoughts on like the whole season as a whole?
My husband's thought is I didn't realize, again, that my family would be watching the live feeds. From what I understand from my children, he is so addicted to watching live feeds and looking up my name and Googling it and looking at all the memes and all of that. When I got home, it was like, he was like, looking at that, looking at me, looking at that, looking at me. He was just like, my wife is on TV. Like, of course I'm going to be watching the live feeds. He was so excited about it. And he's so proud of me. And he knew that I would just be myself naturally and just, you know, I do tend to have a big mouth. I told him that prior to getting on the show. And I said, it could be the thing that just gets me the boot right away. And, you know, I guess I try to filter, but it's really hard to filter. It really is for me. It's hard.
Thoughts on Tucker?
I love Tucker. I think Tucker is great. Tucker is a hell of a competitor. He's a great personality. He has so much life.
No! God, please, no!
What do you think of your BB comic?
I love my BB comic. I think it is iconic. Like when I saw that, I was like, yes, they got me in the outfit with my punishment where I felt so empowered after finishing it. And I just think it embodied like, kind of like, you know, I can do hard things. I can do tough things. I'm a badass bitch and I can do anything. So I was like, yes.
How did you feel about Zingbot? Honestly, I thought it was hilarious. I didn't know that Zingbot Zing was about me until he said my name.
This disgusting creature's giant feet could snap your spine. Its massive jaws would rip your head clean off. And eyewitnesses claim this monster was 12 feet tall. Oh, there it is! Oh, wait, that's just Mackenzie. Are you kidding me? What? I'm a monster!
Hey.
Did you like your Zingbot?
I love the Zingbot. I love the Zingbot. And everyone was saying, oh my gosh, Angela's going to get the song. Angela's going to get the song. Watch, she's going to get the song. And I'm like, no, probably not. Probably not. And then I get the song.
Oh, did any house guests know you were on other shows?
No, I never told them. I never told them that I'd been on game shows or that Dr. Phil new series. I didn't feel like there was a place for it. I didn't want them thinking, oh my gosh, you know, maybe she's won money or maybe she's really good at doing TV. Because honestly, I'm not. I'll tell you the story of how really quick. I'll try to be really quick with it, but
the game show thing, honestly, my sister wanted to go to a taping of Dancing with the Stars so bad. It was like her favorite show ever. And so I got onto this website called On Camera Audiences. And I signed us up. And then next thing you know, I got another email from On Camera Audiences saying, hey, if you and a guest would go to a taping of Let's Make a Deal next week, then we will get you VIP tickets to Dancing with the Stars, where you can sit up there with the stars on that second story. And I'm like, all day long, baby, tell me what I need to do. I'd never really watched the show before, so I got on YouTube, figured it out pretty quick, told my sister we're gonna put on pajamas, and we're gonna go as the realistic housewives of the OC. And so her and I went down there. I saw in the green room very early on that they were literally casting for who was gonna go on the show right then and there. And watching everybody else walk up to the cameras and the people that were asking questions of them, they were pretty like quiet and just not really giving it everything. And so when I got up there, because I was a little reserved and I waited for it. When I got up there, I jumped up on the chair and I was like, I'm Angela Murray and I'm here to embarrass my kids on national TV. Woo! started going on and on and on about all this stuff in my life and how silly and crazy that I am. And then before you know it, I was getting called up on stage with Wayne Brady, and then they told me after I won, you can come back every 2 years. So what did I do? I went back every 2 years, and so I was on the show 3 times. 3 times. One time here at home when it was during COVID, they allowed me to be on the show then as well. And as far as the Dr. Phil thing goes, because I was on that show and Price is Right, and I knew that I could do that, I got an email that pretty much, they didn't say who was doing it, they just said a celebrity therapist, and if you've got a problem in your family or a conflict, my daughter Christine quickly grabbed my phone from me, and she's like, oh my gosh, it's like they're a fly on the wall, and she goes messaging them back, and then before you know it, we're getting on that show as a family, and that was pretty cool, and I would do it again because it brought my daughter and my husband back together.
I know it's like an accumulation of how did you do it and why did you do it, and is this like a history for you? And like, no, it's not. Like, it was just the game shows. Yes. Like, that was fun to do. Ultimately, I always wanted to do Big Brother. I didn't think I could be away from the house when my youngest daughter, Lexi, was still in high school. So I waited up until 5 years ago where I really got serious about auditioning for it and sitting in tape.
Would you be down for All Stars?
Yeah, I guess I would if it was All Stars.
Which Big Brother alumni would you want to play with?
Janelle, of course.
Oh my God, that'd
Janelle,
be iconic.
Definitely.
I am not going to sit here and play bitch to him and go up to him and be like, oh, you know, this is what happened, la-di-da. That's not me.
Did I really ever have a smoke? No.
Smoke weed every day.
Would you really have taken Chemo to Final 2?
Yes. Without Leah being there, yes. Chemo is my golden boy, baby. I love Chemo. I think that Chemo being in the house, I know that I was never really like going to be with him, especially since he kind of had already his core alliances and things like that. But, you know, the guy is a family man. He's genuine. He's handsome. He's got a voice on him. He just is a light for me too. Like, he was just a confidant and somebody that would give me a really big bear hug. And I always felt they were very genuine. And Chemo will always be my friend. He is really like the best. He's a really good guy.
Were you always going to vote for Chelsea to win, or did her final speech change your mind? Do you want to save that, or?
Ooh. I think I'll answer it.
Okay.
Walking out that door, being evicted, before going into the jury house, I don't know. I think learning just how much, you know, it's hard. Between the two, I think Chelsea did a really good job of playing the game. I mean, really playing the game. She's a fan. So she knows, like, she really knows, like, how to play this game. She knew how and when to talk, like, just like in her speech. When she said it, just kind of all confirmed things. Like, Chelsea is a competitor. Not only did she play the game well socially, she also won comps.
Cool.
And it's not, in my mind, it's not always just about winning those competitions. It's about how you manipulate and play that game. And in my book, she did it hard, 100%. So that's why she got my vote.
What's the transition like from house to jury house?
I think when you leave, at least for me, when I left the Big Brother house, I had an immense, the whole time, anytime I was elected to go up to be a nom, I think it was really hard for me. And if I could go back now, maybe that would be the one regret, is just not feeling like every time I'm nominated and I'm on the block, like I'm being evicted from a personal home and I'm going to be on the street. That's how I always felt. Like I was going to lose it all. And I wish I could just go back and just be like, relax, girl. It's just a game. You get to go home after this. And I didn't. So when I was evicted from the house for good and I was out there and I'm on my way in the truck to the jury house, I just felt this tremendous amount of loss and sadness. But once, a day or two goes past, you start to come back down to reality and realize that you played your heart out. You did the best you could. You're in the best position possible because you got to be on this show. And so I'm very, very, very thankful for that. I know I keep saying that, but I really, really am. And it was a feeling of loss, but also knowing that I get to go home to my family, where the people there are waiting open arms and no one's scheming and lying behind my back. There's a comfort there. And yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
Chelsea said she threw OTEV. Chelsea threw a lot of competitions, I'm sure. OTEV was cool. I will say OTEV was pretty awesome, especially being that I broke records. Who gets to say that? We'll see if anybody else ever wins OTEV in one round. I hope not, because that set went to waste because of that. But glad to know that I hold that record right now.
What were your thoughts on one round of OTEV?
Oh my gosh, I felt like such a fool. What was I thinking? Like, honestly, when the question was asked, it just wasn't that clear. I think a lot of us felt that way. And thank goodness I wasn't the only one. Like, I wasn't the only one. So, you know, just sitting up there and feeling like, oh my gosh, Tucker's name must be really, really hard to find, right? But I found it. And it was fun kind of crawling through everything. We went one round. You know what? I should have listened better to the question, but they let us play in that fun place after the game. And we just kept sliding down and into the water and then jumping into those little orby things. Like, it was a blast. So it wasn't all for naught, because that was, in my book, the best OTEV setup I've ever seen, hands down. I don't think TV, I haven't seen it yet, but I just don't think that TV will do it justice on just how colorful and wonderful it was.
What did you think about America's Veto?
I thought that was cool and shocking that Mackenzie had that. And I thought, good on her, because you know what? I was tired of watching her go up too, just like me. It just wasn't cool at all. And honestly, I didn't want her to be put up at all. When she was packing, I was right there with her. Because when I pack, I'd be packing alone, and it's kind of sad. We have to pack the night before just in case we are evicted from the house. So it's already done. And watching her pack, I never wanted her to pack alone. So I would be there with her.
Cool.
And, yeah, watching her pull that out and be like, well, actually, I'm not going anywhere, I thought was badass. You go, Mackenzie.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
Are you going to watch the entire season?
Yes, I'm going to watch the entire season. I'm even going to go through as many of those videos as I can of live feeds, because I honestly, I had to ask Chemo before, because I'm not a live feeder, which I will now be for life. I didn't realize how much of that I didn't realize that was, I thought, oh, they're only going to have it in rooms where there's a lot of people, and Chemo confirmed that the cameras for live feed would only be in rooms with a lot of people in them. I had no idea that it would be an option to see me in a room by myself. So I never really talked to the cameras too much. I didn't address my family too much. I just went on with my life and then went on with that game. And sometimes, and I am a person who does talk to herself quite a bit. So the kids said, Mom, you would be talking, were you talking to the cameras, for the cameras? Sometimes I would, especially if I was like thinking, like, I want to just get out these frustrations, and maybe they'll ask me these questions in the DR and we can go into it more in depth. They were kind of like placement holders for later. When going in the DR, they could ask me about it later. I don't know. I kind of forget. You do, even Leah said, I kind of forget when the cameras are there.
Were you scouted or did you audition? I was indeed scouted.
What was your favorite moment from your week 1 HOH?
I'm so glad to run the house. Like, everybody loves me. I literally have had a traumatic experience from him.
There wasn't really any good moments, to be honest with you, about that.
Have you listened to Sabrina Carpenter's new album? No, I have not. I need to. Apparently Matt made fun of me with one of her new songs. Don't understand that because I haven't listened to it. Cool.
Thank you guys for watching. This is super duper cool. Thank you, thank you. Shit.
If you buy her one margarita, she will spread her legs. Hey, give me one margarita, I'ma open my leg. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush.
All that work and what did it get me? Why did I do it?